What's up, everybody? I'm kind of torn in between what to do next with my car. I mean, I actually know what I want to do next, but I have a dilemma and I kind of need your guys' opinion. Everyone knows, well, not everyone, some of you know that my next major mod would be the transmission, and I really want to get the transmission rebuilt just because right now I'm limited on the amount of power that I could produce with my motor because the transmission blows, especially third and fourth gear, when you start hitting about 400 wheel horsepower. So as you guys know, I'm around 384 wheel horsepower, 312 wheel torque. And I do have the crank pulley. So currently I have the 2002, 2003 RSX Type S crank pulley. And the reason why we went with that is because it produced the least amount of boost from the crank pulley. So I've tried the 9th gen, 8th gen, and as you go down or down in generations, the crank pulley becomes a different size. I believe it's smaller in size as you go down in generation. So I have the 8th gen and the 9th gen crank pulley, and I was thinking about putting the 8th gen crank pulley, which will increase my boost about 3 to 4 pounds, which will probably have about 18 to 19 pounds of boost. But my dilemma is here. My transmission will probably break within days or months after installing the additional, the different crank pulley. I'm just so used to the boost right now. The car pulls. I just went on for a run. Still spin second. I got new tires, Pilot Sport 4S, and they hook a lot better than the tires I had prior, which was the OEM tires. And you know, eventually I'm going to have to get different rims, wider tires, better traction, probably roll the fenders maybe. But right now, man, my dilemma is I can get the transmission. I'm going all out. If I'm doing this transmission, I'm going all out. I'm getting the stronger 1 through 4 Gear X gears, getting the Synchrotech sleeves and synchros, and I'm getting the Wave Track LSD, not keeping the OEM LSD. I want everything to be future proof. So from gear driven, fully built, no need for a core, it's gonna run me about $5,100. I actually talked to Merc Racing. If I got the parts alone, it's about $3,800. Merc Racing would offer to rebuild the transmission for me if I drop off the car and give me a good install rate. So it'll be less than the $5,000 versus getting the whole transmission. So I'm going back and forth. I really want more power. I really wanted to finish this car, actually majority of it by this year, so I could take it to the track and see what she could do. So I can either just said fuck it, get the transmission, but with everything going on, reduced hours, my second job and everything, it wouldn't be the wise decision to you know, chase my emotions in the car world and just buy it. I can afford it, I just don't want to put myself in a bind. I have a daily that I drive every day. This is just my weekend car slash summer car and slash if it's nice out, and I could say fuck it, go ahead and put the transmission, go ahead, change the crank pulley, get a retune, push over 400 wheel horsepower like I want, and ride it until the transmission blows. And once it blows, I can park the car in the garage and wait to get the transmission. Only downside is I won't be able to drive this car, but I do have my daily driver car that I drive every day, and so I won't be hurting on transportation. So basically, what do you guys think I should do? Should I say fuck it, just go ahead, change the crank pulley, push this transmission to its limits? Because I follow a lot of people on YouTube that do boost their 9th gen Civics, and a lot of them, 99% of them, by the time they hit 400 wheel horsepower, that's a wrap. Third, fourth gear blows, done. So they have to rebuild it. They just change the gears. But me, like I said, I'm going all out, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive for me to get this transmission redone. So like I said, what do you guys think? Should I say fuck it, change the crank pulley, put the 8th gen one, try to hit that 400 wheel horsepower mark, and if it blows, it blows. Or should I just wait, enjoy the car for the summer? And I'm not really planning on doing any major modifications. The only thing that I'm thinking of, maybe changing the wing to a carbon fiber spoiler, or change the trunk to a carbon fiber trunk. I got a couple suspension braces that I want to add. Minor stuff, I got most of it done. Change the rims. There's a couple rims that I'm looking at. Change those, get wider tires eventually, you know, but these tires are new, but eventually get wider tires. And oh, and another thing I forgot to add, when I do this transmission, I'm gonna have to change the clutch with the added power. I don't want to run the risk of adding the power when my transmission's out and not change the clutch. So if I go ahead and change the crank pulley, get it retuned, and the clutch still starts slipping, that'll be another way for me to like shit, I really do need to change this transmission and change the clutch. So right now I have a Clutchmaster FX300, and it's been holding pretty well. When I upgrade it, now I'm gonna have to decide, do I want to get the twin disc or do I want to get a puck clutch? Puck clutches I've experienced before, they don't last long. But granted, I was daily driving the car. This car won't be my daily driver, so a puck clutch might not be too bad. Or I was thinking about getting the FX350, which has a stronger holding capacity than the 300. But let me know what you guys think. Really want to get your guys' opinion. I'm going back and forth with this decision. I really want more power. You know, being in this car boosted world, you always want more. For me, at least, I always wanted to improve the car, make it go faster, and just to keep my engagement with the car. I mean, I love this car. Car's fun to drive. You know, I love, you know, racing, doing a couple pulls on the streets. And, you know, people underestimate this car because they just think, oh, it's another rice burner, you know, ricer that has a Civic, and he thinks he's, you know, cool, got the carbon fiber hood. But, you know, when they pull up next to me and we run, you know, I haven't lost a race yet. I haven't really raced anybody. I raced a Focus RS, modded intake exhaust. I know that, beat him. Plenty of Focus STs. There's no competition. Couple Camaros. The one owner that I did talk to that had a Camaro, he had the turbo. It was the newer generation Camaro. He had the turbo model, and I pulled on him. So cool guy. But I mean, I guess you just have to take my word for it. I didn't have my GoPro on me, so take it for what it is. But that's what happened. But anyways, cut this video short. Leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think. Should I go ahead, change crank pulley, retune it, drive it till it blows, or should I just wait till next year, enjoy the car, and get the transmission probably by either this winter or next year? All right, guys, till next time.